Yeah, glyconeogenesis is the internal production of glucose by animals. Plants make it the old-fashioned way, and your body is built to consume sugar. Yeah, you know, there's reason why people find themselves drawn to sugar. You know, that isn't just randomly a load of us have all like decided like, oh yeah, this sugary thing, this tastes good. I'm gonna call it sweet. This sugary thing tastes sweet, and sweet is good. No, you know, there's an evolved reason why we're like, ooh, this is great. It's a readily accessible form of sugar that I know I need. Oh, that's a really interesting definition there, Vovi Knight. I like that. I'd have to have a look into it a little bit more, but I on the surface level, I quite like it. Here's how it's been explained to me by a doctor when I asked once. Any medicine becomes a drug if you take it when it's not needed. Huh. Yeah, I like that. That actually sounds right. Which makes it dangerous, because it sounds right. I might be tempted to just accept it at face value. Oh wait, I'm making this out of granite. Let's not do that. Let's make this out of sandstone. Alright. We're getting to that part of the chat where we're just, you know, just kicking back, chilling, chatting a lot. I need to get more stuff done. Actually, I'm just going to go straight through that, because I'm going to delete the rest of it. Let's make sure those get deleted quickly. And the rest of this gets built quickly. And then I will cut off the liquid down here, so that it'll just move in that loop. It'll provide a little bit of extra cooling that way. I will add in some radiant pipes once it's done. Oh, I imagine that there are cultural differences, yeah, Vasily. I imagine there's slight cultural differences between, you know, how a word like drug is used between different cultures, even if they speak the same language. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense to me. It's a loaded word as well, which is always a little bit more difficult because, well, I mean, you know, the problems with any kind of loaded thing is that there's kind of it's pre-charged with connotations. For example, Dunkerton mentioning that there's a terrible way to look at it, in my opinion. Just further propagates the negative connotations with the word drug, rather than distinguishing that it's abusable drugs and abusive drugs that is only the problem. Well, I mean, I would say that the problem there is the negative connotation that drugs, just by being drugs, are bad. Like, you know, junk food is very different from food that you don't need to eat. Like, you don't call mashed potatoes with your roast dinner junk food. You call a greasy, fat burger junk food. You wouldn't call cottage pie junk food. Or you might. I'm not going to speak for you, obviously. But you know, you don't need to eat cottage pie. You just need calories. You can eat a lump of lard. I mean, that's going to be more fat. You probably shouldn't eat a lump of lard. But, you know, pretty much any particular form of food is unnecessary. The only thing you need is calories. Well, you know, and trace minerals and vitamins. But I wouldn't say that the negative connotation is the word drugs. Well, maybe you're right. And again, this comes down to cultures. I think cultures will dictate a lot of that, and some cultures will have very strong kind of ingrained perspectives on the word drug, and the moment that something is associated with the word drug, it becomes bad. And that might be the case in Australia, and that might be the reason for the difficulties for RimWorld, actually. But, oh, actually, though, they've got loaded up. Oh, someone brought them along, of course. Let's pop these down at the priority of 3. We're not going to need people to bring these down. We can have the auto-super take care of that. Right, now that we've got that, though, I think we're probably in a position where we can get rid of this. We will start seeing these be loaded. Right, I want Volpups and shovels. Reasonably high layer. I'm not going to auto-wrangle, but I only really want one creature in here. No auto-wrangling of the surplus. Or maybe I should auto-wrangle the surplus. Maybe I should say something like 3 or 4. But where would I take the shovels? It's a tricky one. No, I think we'll just say max creatures of 1. Trying to distinguish not abuse as medicine rather than acknowledging that they're still drugs propagates negative connotations attached to the word drugs. Right, I see. So the idea that, you know, medicine can't be used wrong. No, I can completely get where you're coming from with that, actually. Medicine is literally just a helpful. Well, I suppose, but okay, this kind of highlights that I view medicine as drugs either way. But the definition that was said earlier, that medicine becomes drugs when you take it when you don't need it. You don't need painkillers, but generally speaking, people would say they were medicine because it helps. You don't need it, but it definitely helps to have it under certain times. This game has gained so many. Game has gained so many layers and features. I don't even know where to start any longer. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that, and I certainly get that feeling a little bit with the DLC, especially. But then, you know, drugs become medicine when they're needed. You start to move into the sort of realm of like, well, what defines a need? Is it needed when the drug company tells you that you need it? It's a really interesting scenario, honestly. Oh, I see why these weren't torn down. And they really should have been. Well, it's called a drugstore, not a medicine store, so yeah, I guess so, yeah. I hadn't really thought about that. There's very insightful discussion going on in chat right now. Lots of different angles that I haven't really been given opportunity or cause to think about. Ah, Shelley, I'm so sorry, Shelley. Poor Shelley. Well, I mean, since you're there, though, Shelley. I love how they've actually loaded it with Shelley in there, and Shelley's being sent off again. Oh, I was about to let you out. I was contemplating it. Actually, I probably wasn't. That is amazing. It's Fullerene. Okay, well, goodbye, Shelley. I didn't actually need to send you back there, but... enjoy! Magma lamp, oh, I like it. And... a facilitator recharge! Yes! And a blender also. How many times... oh my god, how many times has Shelley been sent out there while we've been just chatting about what drugs are? How long has Shelley been in that rocket ship? I can't even begin to imagine how But at least she's going to complain about having a massage and how badly she needs to wee when she gets out of it. Just for a few days, it's fine. I mean, if I can add anything to the discussion, by all means, go for it. In German, the word for drug, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Drog? I'm not sure if you roll your R's particularly strongly in German or not. Is always negative and always illegal, with the exception for legal drugs, alcohol and nicotine from cigarettes, and similar luxury things specifically. Not when the part of medicine. Everything else, a drugstore, apotheket, actually quite like that, from apothecary. Oh yeah, apothecary in German, is medicine instead. Oh, okay. Right, I want this recharged. We are going to stick someone in there and melt their brain a bit more. It will be a grand time. Is this regolith unable? Oh, it's too small. Too small amounts. Okay, if it's above. Well, let's get this out of here. Why is this not entering the loop? Oh, poop. There we are. How long has that been like that? Oh, my lord. My poor shovels. Not getting any food. Hey, Earth9. How you doing, buddy? Good time to join chat. No egg selected. We want shovel eggs. There you go. Incubate continuously. Well, hopefully we're going to see some of this egg. Oh, it's not going to exit the pipe either because it's too small to get on there. So I'm just going to have to let it out manually. It's incredibly annoying, but it will. Oh dear, loads of big stuff is being added on. Yeah, there's loads of big things. Okay, from about there forward, I'm going to say. Right, it's got to be below. Tonk. There we are. Some decently cool regolith there now. Right, as for the... Oh, damn it. As for the liquids in the vent, you know, it's kind of heating up a bit. Just like that. One shovel egg delivered. Right. And slowly that auto super is taking care of this whole room. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna want like maybe 2, 3. I'm gonna say 3, and then we're gonna go and wrangle some shovels. Probably quite a few. Yeah, we've just wrangled so many shovels. This is the problem with this place. Now, the nice thing about this is that they don't actually ever belong there. So it will, you know, it's not going to struggle with where to put them. Because I don't actually set it up as a place to put any shovels. They just end up there. And we'll jump out of that one. But yeah, that was a very interesting discussion, chat. Always a pleasure. Right, now it is time, though, for us to get some other things sorted. Namely, we need to deconstruct pretty much all of that. All the way along. No more. It's going to be a bit of a potch, but it's going to be important to do. And here comes the leak. Cycle 22221. No, actually 2221. I just noticed that Rogue Tower has an achievement for the RNG map screwing you over. I guess I'll just die then. You can probably guess how my last game ended. Yeah. Well played, Sir Alasol. I haven't managed to get that one yet. I would like 1/100th of the shove vaults. Okay, infinity out of 100 shove vaults. Coming up. Yep. We've caused a problem for ourselves over there. But at this stage, I can probably start bringing water over here. Should I use water or should I use something else, chat, for this room? It's a fairly big room and water would do fine, I think. That's polluted water, though, and that does have a better temperature tolerance, because if we drop the temperature too low in this room, it is going to get hairy cold. Also, there was one other thing that I was considering doing, and I think I should. Yes, we're gonna do it. So deconstruct that, and this, and that, and this. And yeah, let's get rid of all of those. That's fine. We're gonna have reservoirs in here to handle the chill, so that it equalizes the temperature a little bit more aggressively. I just I'm guessing with cycle 2221, your peeps have enough agility to go faster than the tube, both down and up. Well, I'm not sure about that, but they are very fast, yes. Right, okay. I want to get rid of you. Oh, actually, I need to bring up pipe specifically. Get rid of you, and tunk, tunk, and get rid of these. Now we're going to add in some liquid reservoirs. Going to make them out of steel because I can. And then connect those up. Let's not overwrite the tungsten tiles for now, though. The reason why I use reservoirs is so it kind of balances against the temperature spikes that will happen. Ah, good, you got it. Thank you. Because we do need to keep this at a very specific range. I don't want ultra chill coolant coming down and dropping whatever liquid is in here below the point of freezing. Instead, I wanted to go in here and just average out the temperature of all of the coolant and then move back up the chain. Don't tell me I made it out of lead. I didn't. Right, now as for this room, we could run a coolant system through here. Cancel these for now. And have either just contain this as granite, but then run a coolant pipe through it. Like perhaps even these ones. Though I'd have to take it from that side, which is less than ideal. That said, I could have this run out and round first before coming back up. And that will allow me to keep the air in here at the right temperature. We're going to have high pressure gas vents allow the oxygen in the pipes into this room. Would I want to insulate it from the outside, though, at that point? No, we don't want high pressure gas vents, because this can only handle up to, well, 10,000. Yeah, we do want high pressure then. But I want to maintain a constant pressure in here. So we'll shut the valves down if it gets to... if the pressure grows too high. So we want these two there. And it can only allow gas in if, and only if, the pressure is high enough. Likewise, I could put vents on the bottom that would do the same, that would check for low pressure events. But we'd want an OR gate for that one. And won't allow any oxygen out in that case. Actually, I kind of like that idea. That's steel, that's steel. Let's not go for steel. Let's go for copper. I don't think we need steel for these. So, first, ant gate made of copper. OR gate made of copper. And we want a Atmos sensor. There we are. And I also want this to be moved down by one. And we're going to want automation wires, cross. Now these shouldn't mess with the plants in here. Alright, I quite like it. Once the buddy buds have got the right temperature in there, it should be fine. Wow, I managed to doze off while listening. Best nap I've had in a while. Thanks, Aavak. You're more than welcome. On my map, I have a hydrogen vent right below a frozen area with Wheezewort and a cool slush geyser. Did I just win all cooling issues through to mid-game? Yes, you did. Enjoy. I'm afraid you two need to be wrangled and then moved. Post haste. I'm not sure where you'll be taken though. It's enough that I swear if you end up, oh, you are such a scallywag. What I could do here is actually just run a plastic ladder all the way down here. I'm afraid this abyssalite is going to have to go. We want gas vent there, gas vent here, gas vent here, gas vent here, I think. Sleep is just another state of listening to Aavak. I'm not sure about that. That's very kind of you to say, though. Alright, how's things going over here? Oh, we still have not wrangled anyone in there yet. Okay, the priorities here need to be significantly higher. That needs to be a 2. As does... That is still a 2. This needs to be a probably a 2 as well. I don't take... Actually, you can take sand. That shouldn't be left in there. Right, the rocket is not back yet. 2.7 cycles. Either that or it just got sent back out again, which I wouldn't put past me. Poor Shelley. It's just constantly end over end, flying off into space to bring back a little bit of science every single time. Someone please take care of them. Come on now. Actually, no. Let's go. Right, that should send if the pressure is below 10,000. You are fine down there. I don't need to move you. You do need to move, though. The other thing I could do is actually I could open these to allow the pips out. I'd actually be totally on board with that. Let's get the pips out of there. Let them out into the big wild world. Oh. You've managed to extricate yourself from that situation. You're 96. I'm going to let you die of old age. It's going to only take 4 cycles. You're not going to lay another egg now, so that's fine. Actually, you're outside, which is perfect. Not sure if we're going to be lucky enough, but we'll see. Might be crazy lucky. Nope. I think maybe. Oh. Yes! There we go. Problem solved. Mischief managed. Yeah, incubation doesn't need electricity, no. It's good if it has it. It'll act a lot faster, and your rancher will actually go there and lullaby the eggs, which means that they will grow a little bit faster. But it's not necessary. Degrees. Let's have a look at the temperature in here. It's not great. Definitely make it better. Alright, let's get some tungsten. And there we go. That should help manage the temperature in here a little bit, but you know, the temperature in the air is pretty rough, but the liquid coming in here is a little bit colder. Very little bit colder. So it'll start equalizing that temperature a lot more. The regolith is also quite cold, so you know that will also help. There we go. Sweepers are out there grabbing some more regolith to bring back. All is well. Where's that ship? 1.6 cycles. Remind me, chat. Don't let me leave Shelley out there again. Her fate is in your hands. What are those animals? Those are shovels. There's the 2 disco screens at the top of the base. What? What? You kill along. Did you play for 100 cycles a day? I guess I have, yeah, more or less. See, this is a tricky thing with streams, especially streams of games that I'm really into and I can just enjoy playing. Is I can very easily do it for an enormous amount of time without realizing. I just looked at the time of the stream. Been 7.5 hours, chat, already. I promised G-Lab some food. You wouldn't make a liar out of me, would you, chat? There we go. Enjoy shovels. Yeah, I've taken a one tea break, 2 tea breaks, 2 tea breaks, 1 tea, 1, 2, 2. I don't know, 2. Look, I'm bringing you CO2 as fast as I can. I'm sorry that it's not fast enough. Oh my lord, it really isn't fast enough. Dear God, what's happened there? We're giving them tiny drips and drabs here and there. But not nearly enough. But the fact that we're pumping out... no, we're not pumping out enough right now at all. Where's that ship? We need some more CO2, please and thank you. Copper ore. Right, okay. So... below 10,000. Below 10,000. Both of these are below 10,000. This will allow gas in. And then for gas out, it's got to be above 150. And above 150. There we go. If either one... Oh, sorry. Actually, I should say below... That, so this will allow it in if it's below 10,000. And this will allow it out... well, I should make them an AND gate then. In that case. Yeah, actually. I messed up my operations there a bit. Right, we're going to want a gas pump. Doesn't need to be steel, this one. Would it be helpful to be steel? Possibly. I've got so much steel on me as well. Right, we're going to want... high pressure gas vents, so we may as well make these of steel as well. Now this one is going to have 3 potential inputs, but I'm going to say we want more than that. Simply because I'm going to want to cycle in the oxygen from the base. In the event that it has been sucked out over here. I want to cycle that back into the system. The rocket! I need to create some sort of notification thing like the... No, it's not here. Like the... volcanoes to alert me when the rocket is coming in. It's not even been detected yet. But at this point, I'd be happy to start... Well, to be honest, they're going to die anyway because of the lack of food. But I'll probably start culling them a little bit more aggressively. This will take away a lot of the time that my ranchers are spending up there, which would be good. Come along. Apparently it's not on its way. I have to wait. Right. We are going to want... what kind of pipes are we using over here? Probably just sandstone, I would imagine. Yep. So, sandstone pipes. Gas pipe straight out. Gas pipe straight out. Gonna need some power in here, for which we're gonna need a transformer dedicated to this task. Since we're only gonna have these 4 gas pumps in there, this shouldn't be too bad. We are going to want the automation wires. Now the thing about this is, this one is just going to shut down the vents, but the other one is going to shut down the pumps. It's tricky. Okay. Going to need to branch... Oh no, why are we making these out of copper? Good. Gonna have to branch over from there just to ensure that I can. But that will control all the pumps. That should be fine. I think it just mentioned something about the space mission. Yeah, there we are. Shelley, head on up. Flee! Alright, we've got some more data bank. We've got a stethoscope. We've got all kinds of things that we can stick in the artifact area. Firstly, let's grab... do we want a stethoscope down here? We've already got one. What about the magma? Thought we had a magma lamp. Is that not an artifact? Oh, no, there we are. Magma lamp, let's get that. We're going to want a blender down here. And finally, a stethoscope, I guess. Another one. All of the artifacts, all of the time. Rip that poor asteroid, I know, right? Okay, once all of this is done, I can take away these ladders, put another pump on that side, and that should be good. I'm really excited to get this going. This industrial scale air conditioner. I'm really actually quite excited about that. Alright, let's have a look. That has been recharged. Okay, who do we want? You know what? I feel like James and Shelley really deserve this. Shelley in particular, I feel. Shelley, let's have a look at you. Smell flowers, receiving clinic massage. How about, instead of you getting to wee or eat or do anything else, you're going to go over here. Where are you, Shelley? Go. We're going to give you some new brain bits. Okay. Phew. Shelley's brain is still vibrating. But they've never felt better. Shelley has acquired the beefsteak trait. Beefsteak. This duplicant got muscles on their muscles. Strength plus 10. See? Defying the stereotypes. Super strong, brainy person. Well done, you. Eventually that shovel is going to just be let out because that incubator can't hold it forever. On the plus side, I could just say, yeah, you can have as many as you want. We'll just fill it with 20 shovels. It'll be fine. Well, I don't know. Maybe 5 is just the better one. That being said, 20 shovels, making 20 shovel eggs would definitely make us quite a lot of food. Eventually, someone will come along to release your little shovel. It's fine. Now, actually, doesn't someone eventually do that anyway, no matter what? I'm not sure. Skill required operation. New brain bits sounds like a zombie cereal. I suppose so. Yeah, I think I know the quote you're thinking about. I don't remember the full quote though, I'm afraid. Okay. Right, let's start pulling this down bit by bit by bit until we can place in the last component. Let me see if I can find it for you though. It's hard to find it. Oh yeah, the society that separates its scholars from its warriors will have its thinking done by cowards and its fighting done by fools. Let's get that out of here and copy this over. Oh, poop. There was one thing I didn't do over there, though. I'm going to have to pop these back in. I need to hook up power. And power shall come from... here. And then we're going to want some degree of cooling running through this room. I do feel that it might be worth me having this loop just branch out a little bit. Maybe right here before returning. Okay, well, let's run the piping through. Oh, actually, let's not do that. Actually, it was a sandstone pipe, so that's fine. These are the water pipes entering the system. Initially, I suppose I could have the water pipes. I could have the same water running into this system as into this one, I guess. First, it fills up all the utilities in here, but then, if there's nothing to be done there, it starts filling this up. Depends on what I want to use. Chat, what do you think what medium do we want to use here? We're generally going to be trying to aim for about 20 degrees water. I love how Kill Along says that, but England actually lost its fight against Scotland. And then stuck a Scottish person on the throne. Oh, that's right. But as I've said before, it was probably one of the most... It was either the best long play or just accidental victory. Because Scotland's victory neutered it. It was victory that defeated Scotland, not England. There we go. Now, we're going to be filling that wall up once we're ready to no longer have access to this ladder. But I do need to get those pipes in first. Oh, well done on the level up there, Snufford. Oh my lord, they're so happy. Shelley is the only one that is slowly losing their mind. Why? Shelley? Shelley, why is this always happening to you, Shelley? I just gave you a new brain as well. Why are you losing it? Life is hard. This Shelley asks the pressing questions like, where can I get a leather jacket in space? Okay. Loud sleeper, diver's lungs, binge eater, sticker bomber, deep diver's lungs, and beefsteak. Wow, how many times have I stuck you in the neural vacillator, Shelley? No wonder you are a loud sleeper. You've got a cavernous set of lungs that you just expel in one long, shuddering breath. So, Shirley consumes minus 75 grams of oxygen a second. Isn't that... Don't they consume like 100 grams of oxygen a second normally? So Shirley consumes basically 1/4 of the amount of air as everyone else? Isn't it something like that? That's bonkers.